Hey guys, it's Leo. So as you can see, I purchased a good amount of AEW merchandises. And what I just showed you, there's much more where that came from. But anyway, AEW merchandises, I'm gonna do a separate video for that story for another time. Today, I just wanted to get caught up with AEW Dynamite, just to get caught up with the 2 nights of the New Year Smash special. Anyway, did you guys enjoy it? I know I did. Tons of things happened, tons of good matches, so let's talk about them. Now, we're not going to talk about every single match, every single event that happened. Yeah, there's just there'll be just way too much to talk about, which is a good thing. You definitely, for a 2-hour show, you definitely want to deliver on every minute, and I really think that AEW has been working hard to do that. They make sure that not a single minute is wasted, so that's great. But anyway, let's get started. So kicking things off on New Year Smash Night 1, we have the return of Jon Moxley, arguably AEW's biggest star, AEW's hottest star, arguably. And yeah, he cut a great promo, which is really normal for Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley definitely has a gift on the mic, that's for sure. So we know that this feud between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley is not over. It's far from over, which is good. Don't you love it when there's a big rivalry? You know, a rivalry that has a feud, and then from there, it takes a break, and then it gets revisited a year later or a few months later. It becomes just a long-time rivalry, and that's great. Yeah, think about all the great rivalries. You have The Rock and Stone Cold. You have Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Yeah, I think that Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega is definitely that kind of rivalry for AEW, and that's great. So yeah, this feud is gonna continue. Will Moxley be the one to beat Kenny for it? I don't think so, but yeah, that's fine. He held the title for a long time, and now Kenny will hold the title for a while until he drops it to, well, I personally think it should be Hangman Page, but let's not get too much off topic. This is about the New Year Smash. Yeah, story for another day. Hangman Page's potential to be a main eventer. I'm definitely going to talk about that some other day. But yeah, the Jon Moxley Kenny Omega rivalry is great for AEW, and it's going to go to this. This feud will probably end, I'm thinking, with Kenny Omega beating Moxley once again to retain the title. So at that point, Moxley will have a win over Omega in that lights out match, and Kenny Omega will have a victory over Jon Moxley by beating him for the title at Winter is Coming, and then retaining the title against him. So yeah, 3 matches, and then from there the feud will probably end, and it will probably be revisited months or maybe next year. You know, yeah, that's how wrestling storylines go. The next match I want to talk about, Hikaru Shida defending the AEW Women's World Title against Abaddon. As I said before, I really thought that Abaddon was going to win this match. But hey, they surprised us. Shida retained the belt again. I mean, was it disappointing? No, it wasn't disappointing. It was just surprising. But yeah, I guess every now and then you gotta be unpredictable. So why did they have Shida retain? My only guess is that AEW Revolution is coming up. Based on a post show that I chatted in, yeah, Tony Schiavone said that there's no concrete date on it, but it's somewhere in February, I believe. On the AEW's official site, it has it as February 27th. So if that's the case, yeah, Revolution is just a month away. maybe they want to save that title change for Revolution. Will Abaddon get another shot? Yeah, maybe. It's if she can, I say if she can climb the ranks again within a month's time, I'm pretty sure a good amount of things can happen in a month that will elevate her to #1 contendership again. Yeah, because February 27th is like the end of February, so yeah, it could happen. Maybe they want to save the title change there, because if a title change were to take place during the New Year Smash, then at the pay-per-view, there would be no title changes. Think about it. Kenny and the Bucks, they both won their respective titles recently. And so did Darby. It doesn't make sense for any of those guys to drop their belt this early. Shida has held the title for a long time, so it makes the most sense for her to drop the belt. So at this Revolution pay-per-view, maybe they don't want it to be like where there's no title changes. You know, at pay-per-views, people expect title changes in general. I mean, sometimes we may be surprised that there's no title changes, but I think in general, having title changes take place at a pay-per-view, it definitely helps. Especially if it's like those big pay-per-views. Yeah, that's my only guess about why they had Shida retain the title. But it was a good match nonetheless, and Shida is she's definitely a great champion. So I don't have anything against her being champion. I mean, eventually she has to drop the title, but for now, I don't have a problem with her holding that belt. Cody Rhodes versus Matt Sydal was another good one. Yeah, if anyone's noticed, Matt Sydal, his wrestling has changed since his early days. In his early days, he was strictly a high flyer. Now he's incorporating a bunch of technical wrestling, a bunch of technical holds into his repertoire. And yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, it's good to learn new things. It's good to evolve, and technical wrestling is definitely something that will be easier for him to do. Like, now that he's not as young as he used to be. You know, he was, if what sources say is true, he was born in 1983. Yeah, so that makes him 4 years older than me. And I'm not that young. But yeah, him and Cody put on a good match. Very technically sound. So yeah, that match was also good. And then the Wardlow versus Hager match. It was about time these two went at it. And I think that's good. Like I said before, I think Wardlow has tons of potential. Yeah. He's definitely going to be one of the biggest breakout stars when the Inner Circle eventually breaks up. He's definitely going to be like one of their biggest, in my opinion. He's going to be one of their biggest, if I had to guess. This guy is big, he's athletic, he's got tons of potential. So I really think Wardlow, I really think that, so Wardlow winning, it definitely builds momentum for him. And I really think that's good for him. And Jake Hager, I'm pretty sure AEW has plans for Hager as well, so I don't think that they're just gonna throw him to the side or anything like that. Yeah, Hager's definitely credible. It's just that right now, there's a lot of storylines going on. There's a lot of storylines going on, and there's just like not a place where he can like shine with like a monumental victory right now. But they're keeping him afloat though. He's definitely not buried. It is hard to be buried in AEW. I mean, the worst that has happened in AEW is people are not at a high standing, or like they're not high on the ladder as they were the year before or the months before, but that's fine. They're afloat, Not everybody could be that high on the ladder at the same time. So, yeah, As long as you're not like 6 feet under, I think you are fine. Eventually someone at the top ladders at the top of the ladder, eventually they have to like climb down a little bit. That will be your chance to climb up. Who knows? Hager's time might be in the future, and maybe Wardlow and Hager will have like, a long-standing rivalry. And there's just like tons of other feuds that AEW hasn't done yet. Yeah, the possibilities seem pretty endless at this moment. But yeah, Cody versus Matt Sydal, good match. Wardlow versus Hager. Yeah, it was good that they gave us like a first-time match between these two. Alright, and then you had Kenny Omega defending the AEW World title against Rey Fenix. Great match. I would never expect anything less from two great athletes like these two. Yeah, Rey Fenix might have lost, but I think seeds were planted for him that night. That he is definitely, he's definitely main event potential. And I hope that someday AEW will help him meet that potential. I am pretty sure they will. Rey Fenix is a gold mine that AEW is sitting on. I really think he is. Now, Kenny winning the title, I meant not winning the title, he already won the title at Winter is Coming. Kenny retaining the title, we knew that was going to happen. He only won the title a little while ago. So, yeah, it made sense for him to retain, but he put on a good match. So, that's good. He shows that he's a credible champion. He shows that he's definitely deserving to hold AEW's top prize. Yeah, it's not just because he has an executive role in the company. It's not because he has an office role in the company, but he can back up his legacy in the ring. So, yeah, Kenny retaining was definitely the right choice. What added excitement to this was the Good Brothers of Impact Wrestling. The Good Brothers invaded AEW. Yeah, they attacked Moxley because they attacked Moxley. What added excitement to this segment was after the match. Yeah, Jon Moxley came in to get his payback on, or attempt to get his payback on Kenny Omega, and then the Good Brothers invaded AEW, and they jumped Moxley, they jumped like everybody else who tried to come in and interfere, or try to or try to assist Moxley, and from there the Young Bucks came out, and we had like this big reunion. We had this big Too Sweet reunion, and that was great. That was definitely the highlight of the night. I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah, I'm sure fans who saw the Bullet Club, who saw the Elite in New Japan, I'm sure they were jumping out of their seats. So yeah, this is definitely good. We have like seeds for a new big faction. So you have the Inner Circle, you have the Elite, you have Team Taz, all these factions. Yeah, having these factions are great. Yeah, it will definitely build up the people in those factions, and if done right, and it will build up the people who are feuding with these factions as top faces. Again, if booked right. Nothing's guaranteed. If you mess up a booking, things can go south easily. Well, we know that. But AEW's track record has been pretty good, so I trust them. Okay, New Year's Smash Night 2. So, Pac versus Eddie Kingston was a great match. Good amount of back and forths, good technical wrestling. Both these guys are great at what they do, and their styles, although very different, they complemented each other very well in this match. And yeah, I really like it. I like the finish of the match where Pac hit the Black Arrow on Eddie Kingston for the 1-2-3. After that, he tried to get him in the Brutalizer, just for Butcher and Blade to come in and make the save, and then for Penta and Phoenix to come back up Pac. And then you have Lance Archer that's coming out. This angle is wild. Pac wants Eddie Kingston. Lance Archer, who's a face now, wants a piece of Kingston too. But him and Pac are not really friends, you know? Yeah, this angle is wild, but that could be a good thing. Let's just see where it goes from there. I'm a big fan of Pac, big fan of Eddie Kingston, and I'm starting to be a fan of Archer as well. So, yeah, the storytelling here is great, and it doesn't even involve a title, which is great. You see, recently in various promotions, having a feud without the title, it seems to be tough, you know, because when you think wrestling, you think the title. That's what everyone's gunning for. But remember, only so many people can feud for the title at one time. At that moment, you got to be creative in the storylines. What can the other people do while they're waiting? What can their feuds be? What can their storylines be? So I really like this Penta, Phoenix, and Pac angle against Butcher and Blade and Eddie Kingston and Lance Archer being thrown into the mix. Yeah, it's very interesting so far. So let's just see where it leads. The next segment I wanted to talk about was the one with the Inner Circle's New Year's resolutions. They said they want gold. Jericho claims that him and MJF are going to win the tag team titles. But then from there was some friction within the group. Santana said, whoa, Jericho, you invited us into the Inner Circle to be the tag team of the group. So why shouldn't it be me and Ortiz? And then from there, Sammy and Hager inserted themselves into the conversation. You know, Sammy Guevara and Jake Hager are going to team up to try to go for the tag team titles. And then from there, there was a little bit of friction within the group, but then they decided to have one of good sportsmanship, a triple threat tag team match, a three-way tag team match. Whoever wins will be, you know, the Inner Circle's tag team to go on to challenge, to go on to start, you know, building themselves up so that they can challenge for the tag team titles. I mean, you have a group of 7 men. You only have how many titles? Just 3. AEW World title, TNT title, and tag team titles. So that's just 4 belts. Not everyone can hold gold, so yeah. It definitely, I don't want to say plant the seeds for an Inner Circle breakup, but it looks like it does. But I hope that breakup does not happen too soon. Yeah, I hope the group stays strong for like at least another year. So I pray that this triple threat match won't, you know, it won't break the group up. So yeah, the official breakup shouldn't happen for a while. You know, you don't want to like make things move too quickly like that. Yeah, just give MJF more time to like be heelish, more time to, you know what? Before they even break up, I want MJF to take over the Inner Circle. That would be good storytelling, to have MJF, you know, take the leadership of the group from Jericho. Or maybe the Inner Circle doesn't have to break up. Maybe they can be like the Bullet Club. Maybe they can go on and on and on with different members. Or would that be a bad idea? Too soon to say for now, guys. But just let the story unfold itself. Who do I hope wins this 3-way tag team match? I've been a fan of Jericho for many years, but I am rooting for Santana and Ortiz. I just think that Santana and Ortiz are a great tag team, and deserve their time to shine. I really do. I mean, they were vicious in 2019. Remember when they wrapped those baseball in socks? They were like just hitting people with it. They were jumping the Young Bucks. They even got the best of the Young Bucks in a tag match. Yeah. I want that mean. I want that mean Santana and Ortiz again. Yeah, those guys were vicious. You want a heel tag team? You gotta bring the 2019 Santana and Ortiz back. Was 2020 Santana and Ortiz bad? Not at all. Not at all. It's just that, like I said, sometimes there's a lot of storylines. Not everybody can be the focal point of that storyline at the same time. So they had to hang back a little bit. Yeah, they had to hang back a little bit and, you know, just let Jericho do his thing. The tag team division, there were already contenders for the tag team championships, but I think in 2021 it's time to elevate some tag teams that weren't elevated quite yet to as high as they could be. And I really think that 2021 should be the year of the Lucha Brothers and Santana and Ortiz. Yeah, I really hope that Santana and Ortiz win this triple threat match and they go on to win the tag team titles. So, my vote goes to Santana and Ortiz. Oh, and the Elite was going to be in a 6-man tag match. At the beginning, you thought that meant Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, right? We thought the Young Bucks turned heel when they did this, right? Last week when they joined in the Too Sweet reunion. Guess what? Kenny came to the ring. Don Callis introduced Kenny's tag team partners to be the Good Brothers from Impact. So the Good Brothers from Impact make their in-ring debut in AEW. So, yeah, and they end up winning. But Don Callis pulling something like that, you know, it gives him that character. It gives him that heel manager character. Like, oh, can I really trust this guy? Man, who's he willing to, you know, take advantage of? Who's he willing to backstab to, you know, to achieve his goals? Yeah. You know, Don Callis is a businessman. At least that's what the storylines are portraying him as. The Valenti brothers, you guys know them from the Squared Circle Cycle Babble. If I'm pronouncing the name of that channel right, I've only been subscribed to them for not that long. But they brought up a good point recently. They said that, you know, Don Callis, he may end up betraying Kenny Omega in the long run. Now that's a really long run. Right now, him and Kenny Omega should be a long time team before that happens. You know, somewhere in the future, maybe somewhere next year, maybe Don Callis finds someone bigger, badder, someone he feels has more potential than Kenny Omega. That could lead to him turning on Omega. And then, you know, that will lead to, you know, Omega having a face turn. By then, plenty of face turns, plenty of heel turns can happen at that time. Yeah, that's just how wrestling is. But yeah, I think that would be pretty interesting. But anyway, just to focus on the night. Don Callis, you know, Don Callis basically betraying the Bucks like that. That was definitely, that definitely gave him even more character. I don't know how many of you watch AEW Dark, but for you really hardcore AEW fans, that would be me. I'm part of that group. Yeah, I've been watching AEW Dark on my spare time as well. But for those of you who don't watch AEW Dark, they have a segment called, or had a segment called The Waiting Room. It's basically a talk show hosted by Britt Baker. The talk show is pretty entertaining. It definitely gives Britt Baker to portray her character even more as a heel. It gives heel Britt Baker, you know, another platform to elevate herself up the ladder. So it's really entertaining, you know, seeing her like mock various people, invite guests to her show just to mock them, just to take like jabs at them. Yeah, She definitely has character. When she says that she's the face of the AEW women's division, I can't disagree with her. Yeah, she doesn't even have the title yet, and she's already the face of the division. I mean, I kind of knew that about her since day one. She definitely had, like, a uniqueness about her. She's definitely marketable. You know, she has the look. Now she has the character. Yeah. Eventually, she will hold the belt, but she's already on fire even without the belt. So, the waiting room made its debut in the New Year's Smash Night 2, and yeah, I like that segment. She invited Cody into the show, and she didn't even let Cody talk. But hey, that's a heel move, isn't it? And then she invited Jade Cargill, another rising heel. What do you guys think about Jade Cargill? I haven't seen her wrestle yet. So if she's a little green, if she's beginner, if she's at the beginner stages, that's completely understandable. But she has some things going for her already. She has the heel persona down. She makes you hate her. And she has an intimidating physique. You guys see the build on this girl? Yeah, she like towers above Red Velvet. Yeah, if Red Velvet and her get into a match, which they probably are, because this talk show hinted at it. Yeah, they got into like a brawl. So, if Red Velvet, or should I say when Red Velvet meets Jade Cargill in the ring, it will definitely be a battle between David and Goliath. And yeah, Jade Cargill, she has tons of character. She already has charisma as a heel. Yeah, she, like I said, she makes you want to root for whoever's going up against her. And yeah, that's a pretty successful portrayal of a heel in my book. And then from there, we know that Thunder Rosa had to pull out of this match with Britt Baker for night 2 because, yeah, according to reports, she was in contact of someone who tested positive for COVID. So yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, this pandemic is just, makes things unpredictable. But everybody, please stay safe out there. Anyway, so they're making another match at Beach Break between Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. So I say it's good that Britt Baker was trying to get out of that match. She was just going like, hey, you said I didn't have to wrestle her. Yeah, that definitely builds up heel momentum. Who should win this match? I think that Britt Baker should win this match. If you want to establish Britt Baker as a top heel, she has to start winning. I'm a big fan of Thunder Rosa, by the way, but it just in my opinion, I think that Britt Baker needs this win more. Just my opinion, though. Okay, now those of us who are digging Jungle Boy's new entrance theme, say aye. Aye. Tarzan Boy, are you kidding me? Man, Tony Khan, great purchase. Definitely great purchase. And it suits Jungle Boy very much. Man, any of you guys know Tarzan Boy? That song by Baltimora? Man, Jungle Boy was my jam back in the day. I might have just butchered it, but hey, it was fun. It's fun singing it, or attempting to sing it in my, on my behalf. But anyway, Jungle Boy was my jam. Jungle Boy has been, my treadmill music. It was definitely great for that. It kept me motivated. It's been a great workout music. When I'm on the treadmill, I just want to stay on the treadmill for a long time, to build my endurance up. Tarzan Boy, not only is it a great song, it's like over 6 minutes. So yeah, it bracks it up to like, when I'm done with it, 6 or 7 minutes has passed already. And my main goal for the treadmill when I'm in great shape is to make at least 15 minutes without stopping, run for 15 minutes without stopping. So it takes off a big chunk of that. Yeah, of that. So Jungle Boy, great workout music, very motivational, and it's, you know, it's just awesome. And I'm glad that Jungle Boy has this theme. It's something that was unexpected. Man, Tarzan Boy, man, it takes me back to Ninja Turtles, to another person who chatted with me. They said it took them back to Beverly Hills Ninja. But yeah, man, who feels like jamming to Jungle Boy, you know? Night to night, give me another, give me another. Yeah, man, well, I have it on my iPhone, and I can flip it on anytime I want it. I've been flipping it on for the past couple of days, yeah, because it's definitely getting me into the mood. So, yeah, it's great choice. Great purchase, Tony Khan. Man, when the pandemic is over, can you imagine a packed stadium when Jungle Boy enters the ring? A packed stadium full of thousands of fans at the top of their lungs. Oh, that is going to be echoing, yeah, throughout arenas all over. Anyway, moving on. So, another match for the New Year Smash. Serena Deeb defending the NWA Women's title against Ty Conti. I gotta say, great match. Both showed great technical wrestling ability. Serena Deeb, yeah, she shows why she's like, you know, a long-time veteran in the game. And Ty Conti has come a long way since her first day in a wrestling ring. Yeah, it definitely helps that she has a judo background. Yeah, it definitely helps that she's a black belt in judo. That is definitely, yeah, that definitely helps a lot. And but just because you have a background in another sport doesn't mean you're going to be great at professional wrestling. So you still have to practice, you still have to do your time in the ring to improve. But my oh my, Ty Conti improved a ton. So even though Serena Deeb won, I definitely see potential in Ty Conti now. I'm sure others can say the same. And then finally, we get to the main event of night 2. Darby Allin defending the TNT title against Brian Cage. First of all, I just want to say the TNT title looks great with the black strap. It really does. The red strap was good too. I'm not trying to downplay the red strap by any means. And it was honorable of AEW to donate that red strap title to -1, Brody Lee's son. So, yeah, that was definitely good on their part. It was really nice of them. But the black strap, I just think that it looks great on Darby Allin. And it looks great with the title in general. So, yeah, I am liking the belt. There's nothing more I can say about me liking the belt than me liking the belt, so let's just get to the match. So the match. This match was intense. Like, Brian Cage is a beast, and the way he was throwing Darby Allin around, the hits that Darby was taking, the spots that Darby was taking, I was like, wow. Like, especially the one where he got thrown from the ring, like through the table outside. Yeah, he cut himself a little too. I'm not sure if that was part of the script, if that was intentional, or if it was an accident. Hey, sometimes accidents happen. But it wasn't like a big accident that, made it so that he couldn't continue. So, yeah, Darby Allin definitely fought the fight as the underdog, and he definitely went out there swinging. He had a lot of fight in him. And then, Ricky Starks tried to get involved, and then from there, Sting came out. This time he didn't just come out, he got physical this time. He finally got physical. He hit Ricky Starks with the bat and just hit him a couple more times. That caused a distraction that distracted Cage, and then right then and there Darby took advantage of that with the roll up, like from the top turnbuckle all the way down to the mat. He rolled up Brian Cage 1, 2, 3 and won the match. That that helped Darby Allin keep the title because he didn't win that title long ago, so I didn't want him to lose it. At the same time, Brian Cage is really credible. He has potential to be world champion someday. So I didn't want to see him, I didn't want to see him take a big loss either. So at that point it was just I was like, I don't know what to do at that point if I were the booker. But they did it wisely. Sting coming in, interfering, it helped Darby Allin, extend his title reign longer, and it protected Brian Cage because Darby didn't beat him clean. So yeah, as a booker, you have to think about things like this. So I'm glad. Some are arguing that Brian Cage is buried. Me? I don't think so. AEW has a good way of keeping everyone afloat. They can't keep everyone at the top of the ladder at the same time, like I said, but they're good at keeping people afloat. I mean, look at Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon. Those guys were on a major losing streak, and now they're definitely getting over with the fans now. So if they can keep Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon afloat, I'm pretty sure Brian Cage will be fine. But anyway, great match, big victory for Darby Allin, and this could set up something. Who knows? They said that Sting might wrestle some matches. Yeah, safe matches. I can see Sting wrestling Ricky Starks. I can see Sting beating Ricky Starks. I don't think it will hurt Ricky Starks that much because one, Sting is a big legend, way bigger than Ricky Starks is right now because Ricky Starks is still in the rising stages in his career. It won't hurt him to lose to that big of a legend. And now, when Ricky Starks gets elevated to upper mid card, and approaching main event, at that time, yeah, it would hurt him to lose to someone who's a lot older than him. But yeah, during the rising stages of his career, it won't hurt. I don't think it will. I think he could afford some losses. But yeah, what do you guys think? Nights 1 and Nights 2 of the New Year's Smash special, these shows definitely delivered. I definitely enjoyed my time, and it left me wanting more. So that's also a good thing. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of these episodes down in the comment section below if you have something to say. And to my 24 or 25 subscribers, I just want to say thank you. We're a small group, but I thank you guys for, staying subscribed. And I just want my channel to grow even more so. So that's my goal. But anyway, thank you, and I'm gonna keep racking out these videos, and I just hope that means racking up more subscribers. If you're new for the first time, thank you for joining me on this video. But anyway, guys, this is Leo, and I'm signing out. I will catch you in the next upload.